What's up guys, this is Tyler from Typfoon Gaming and welcome to another Mario Maker one-screen puzzle walkthrough. We're going to be checking out my Typfoon vs Thomandy one-screen puzzle and I'll be showing you the steps to complete it. This puzzle is not for the faint of heart, so I'm warning you. It takes precision, accuracy, time, and a lot of thought to complete. But if you have Mario Maker, I recommend trying this puzzle yourself before I show the solution, so go ahead and pause the video now if you want to give it a shot. If you're still here, that means you want the solution whether you beat it or not, so without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, starting you guys off with the difficulty scale. This one is hard as f***. And step 1. Here we go. So, I'll probably end up messing this up myself, so just keep that in mind that even I, who knows how to do every step, still messes it up all the time. You want to grab this Koopa shell. You don't need the guy inside of the Koopa shell so you can kill him off or let him walk out the screen. And then throw it up at that wiggler that's right here to kill him off, and then you can just set this shell to the side right here. And then the next step is to grab this POW here and just set it on top of this platform, and then you're gonna do a running jump off of it to get that shellmet up above. So it's easy as that. So now we have the shellmet, we can set the POW next to the red Koopa shell. And then you want to come up here and let the donut block fall. That will get the muncher out of the way. And then when the donut block comes back, then you can go back up top. The contents of this question block here is a bomb. And there are breakable blocks below the bill launcher right down there. But that's not what this bomb is for. This bomb is for the bill launcher to the left of Mario right here. So I'm going to let this donut block fall and then hit this, stomp the bomb, and then throw him up on the cloud there. I let that bill launcher bounce off of Mario's head just so it goes to the left, just because that way it's easier for Mario to get the P-switch, because if the P-switch lands over here then things can get a little bit screwy and a lot easier to mess up. So now that we have this P-switch, we can come up here, and there's multiple ways that I've seen people try to get all the items to the right side of the level. This is my personal way of doing it, and I'm the one who made the level, so I think it's the easiest way, but if you want to experiment with your own ways, feel free. So I just threw the P-switch over there into that pit. You're not supposed to throw the spring into that pit. You could, but it's going to mess up things at a later occasion. So I get as far right as I can and set the spring there. And then the next step is to grab the POW and mess it up. I'll bring it right back to where we were. Sorry about that. Alright, so we threw the P-switch off. Now we set the spring on top. And now the POW is next. So we want to set the POW right there. If you're lucky enough, the spring will fall down on top of that donut block. That's the ideal setup. But sometimes the POW and the spring will actually both be setting up on that ledge, and that's fine as well. But now that we have the 3 items accessible from the right side that we need, we can step on this blue platform, let this clip us through, and then damage boost using the shellmet to get to the right side of the level with the red Koopa shell. So, a lot of these things that I'm gonna do next can be done in whatever order you wish, but I decided to kill off the Cheep with the red Koopa shell and just leave the Koopa shell over there. We're going to need to retrieve this P-switch by walking partially through the one-way platform there, and then also knock down that other P-switch. you may be thinking, hey, I want this bomb up here, so I'm going to throw an item up at the turn block to get the bomb down to blow up these blocks over here. Well, if you do that, I'll go ahead and show you what happens. Basically, the bomb gets stuck up in that upper corner on that sideways spring, so do not attempt that. I would not recommend it. Alright, anyways, we can throw one of the P-switches up into the pit, and then we can come over here and throw the spring on top and take the POW with us. So I threw the P-switch up from the bottom, and then I threw the spring up on top. If you do that in any other order, you can mess it up and the spring can get knocked down. So you'll have 3 items in there, but not at a height of 3 items, if that makes sense. So we can just leave this POW right here until we need it at a later occasion. This spring we can also get out of the way until we need it. And then the P-switch can stay, I'll put the P-switch up here, and then we'll take the red Koopa shell and set it down here. So, I am going to hit the P-switch, and what that's going to do is it's going to launch that shell mitt next to the bomb up top. The shell mitt's going to bounce down, bounce on the sideways spring, launch across. It's not going to get stuck in that pit because we have all 3 items in there that we need. It's going to skip across, and then it's going to go down into this hole, if you want to call it that, where the bill launcher is, and it's going to just keep bouncing back and forth. And then when I hit the P-switch, that bomb is going to fall from the turn block, and I'm going to stomp on it quick and set it next to these blocks, and then I'm going to grab the red shell so I have it in Mario's hands when that first POW detonates, because if the red shell dies, then the level's over pretty much. So it's a lot to take in, but let's do it. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think we're finally ready again. Let's not mess this up. Here we go. Alright, we did it. Okay, so when this bill launcher lowered, that shell hit the first POW on the left side. We can now release this shell on the bottom to hit the second POW to get rid of the second muncher up here to the right. And then we can come over here, throw off the third POW, and grab our spring. And finally, we are victorious. We can help ourselves to some extra lives. Come over here, let the donut block fall, and finish the level. So, tedious, I know. As you saw yourself, I had to restart a few times, and it's just, I guess it's pretty rewarding to beat it. So if you guys want to go ahead and beat it now, feel free to do so. I will warn you, even though you know the steps, it's still going to be hard to pull off just because it's very tedious and very precise. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to leave a like and comment below. But until next time, I'm out.